Hi, it's Mare. Just wanting to share a flip through of a recent journal I completed. I'm actually doing two in the same romantic theme. I told a lady on Etsy who is wanting one of them that she can view each video and choose which one. So the one that's not chosen will be available on my Etsy shop, Lilac Pages. This is approximately 11 by 6, and it's got 52 pages. So if you double that front to back, that is including little envelopes and a special center binder, and I'll show you once we get to that. It is very chunky, as you can see, and the woman that I'm doing the custom order for didn't mind that it wouldn't close. This has lots of vintage lace, vintage cotton fabric that's ruffled. And here's the back. Vintage doilies. There are some new laces as well. Three-dimensional heart. All the tones in this romance-themed journal are pink and lavender. It just has a tie of a cotton closure. Make sure I'm in frame. There we go. The front is some pretty lilac fabric overlaid with some vintage lace. Journaling card. Another here. A little vintage doily there. First page. Sari silk. I did use scrapbook pages, a paper pack, Tales of You and Me. I've used some of that and a couple other ones. I don't remember which ones right now, but if I remember, I'll put it in the subject body. Some more vintage lace there and some doily, little charm there. Here is a Bronte quote. And I did some painting here. Here's the tag. Here's the charm, journaling card. The other side of the painted paper, it is gessoed. In the binding, it's just very loose, different vintage fabrics and laces mostly, just to give it that more, romance flowy. This, I did use some vintage music paper, and all of it has a heart or love theme. And this one I've made a pocket out of and put a journaling card from the paper pack in there. There's a little tuck spot here. A little collage with some tuck spots here. I fastened a journaling card here, little tag with some pretty paper and little ephemera. Need a little tuck spot. This is Pride and Prejudice book page. There's some index cards here. Vintage receipt on parchment paper. Tuck spot here as well. The pretty journaling card. Some more of that vintage lace. Tuck spot. And I put some lines on the back. Stamp some lines. Little collage here with a couple of tuck spots. Here and here. A couple of journaling cards. Painted this one as well. And you open it up. This is the other side of some vintage music paper. Here is a Tennyson poem, and it speaks of a rose. So in this little pocket, I have a pressed rose. And this just flips up here, and it's been gesso. This is some Edith Holden paper. A Little card on the other side that I've made a pocket and put a little postcard there. Avocado dyed paper. Some more of that loose ruffled material here. Some coffee dyed parchment. Some pretty lavender fabric. Here's a little pocket, a little embroidered piece there with a card. This here is from a book page from the notebook, and it's been sewn around the quote in a sewn heart as well. Little romantic, I love you, Allie, and I love you too area there. On this page, there is a quote from the book with little tuck spots here with some vintage materials. I made this little booklet. Little tea sacks inside with some stamping, little areas you could tuck a little something inside of those. And it just goes like that. Some Mozart paper that I copied on parchment, coffee dyed. Areas for journaling. The centerpiece does have a little bit of bling there. Little journaling card here. This is from the Jane Austen paper pack, or Dear Jane. Areas for journaling. Some stamping. Some more Edith Holden paper I've just folded here and stuck inside the little tuck spot. Double tag folded over this piece. Some pretty coffee dyed paper. Another receipt. Here's another tuck. Altered paper clip. Frame, there we go. Little coffee cup there. Journaling card. Little pad of paper there. This pocket has vintage lace and materials. Pretty safety pin, a flower, little embellishment. And this is a sachet, lilac scented. It resembles a tea bag there. I made those. Vintage doily. Some decoupage work. There's a double pocket here. I made this dress out of different materials. Some sari silk, vintage lace, vintage doily. And there's a little journaling card. There are pages here that has a slight glimmer mist on them. So there's a little bit of sparkle on there. On the other side of where I've painted those roses. Here's a terry wood fold out, folds out into a complete piece of paper. Did some decoupage work here, some glimmer mist. Rusted paper clip with a little dangle there of crystals. These are inlay. There's a copy of a vintage picture and some vintage lace and doily behind it. It's actually inset. There is a cover on there into the actual paper. This folds out here, and there's a Shakespeare quote, some lines for journaling. Oops, sorry about that, bumped the camera. Little rusted paper clip here with another dangle. The other side has another wedding photo, a little booklet. Some rosettes here, vintage lace. There's some pink roses. This pocket is gusseted here on this side. Let me move the camera just a little bit. There we go. With an envelope here, some ephemera. The other side of some of the paper pack. This is what I spoke of earlier. And you can untie this. And I've kept this wrinkled here. I wrinkled it up to make it look like a little clutch purse. You open it up, and on this side there's paper. This side as well. This is all very old ledger paper. You can see the book there. That's where I got it from. And the pocket here, journaling card. And that just closes back up and ties. And the other side, there's a ruffled pocket here, decoupaged glassine bag. thought the colors went really well together. Here's some more of that lace, Tales of Us, and this little tag shifts for a special note or so. These are pages I have of Tim Holtz, the pictures, the photo booth pictures. I thought it was neat. We just put some different couples together. And there's a window. There's a couple of people on YouTube that have done stuff like this. The one that comes to mind is Lori Marie Jenkins. And so each side has windows. Here's a little tuck spot with some more Shakespeare. Parchment paper with some area for notes. I will put because this is such a big and chunky journal, I will put a little writing pad with it, or a board I should say, to give it a little bit easier to write on. Journaling card and a pocket with a postcard in it. Here's just some doodling and painting. This can be written on. There's gesso on it. This is from the Stamperia pack. I'm not quite sure. I think it was Precious. Journaling card that I put a pocket on here. And right there can be a tuck spot. A little tag. Striped paper. Here is a Jane Austen persuasion quote on this one. Here's an envelope. We put a little gilding polish and different dyes and inks on that. Put some lavender material here with a little ruffle material. Some ephemera there. So I have lined the envelope as well. The spine here in this journal, I did Tyvek on it, and I did double tie when I tied the signatures in, just for added strength. Little tuck spot with a heart, some more poetry, tuck spot, some more little painting and doodling there, some more of that Stamperia paper. I know it might be pronounced a different way, but that's the way I pronounce it. So sorry if it offends anybody. Here's a little tag I've lined and stamped. Here is a bookmark that I've put in that little tuck area that flips up a little. That flips over. More of the lace, little belly band, glassine envelope. This is a fabric flip on some pink parchment paper. This is a little flip over, some vintage lace. And another one of those pretty tags. This has it's a little organza bag that I put here and just made a pocket out of it. Put that in better later. A little area for journaling. The other side of that long envelope, bingo card. And I lined it and also stamped some lines on it. Here's another pocket that I've created with some more of the painting, a little booklet. Just has a bunch of vintage lace clippings in it. Thought it'd be nice to put a picture here, and here's a tag, always in my heart. It just gets tucked in there. A little charm on that as well. Music paper, another envelope, another booklet, and some ephemera. Just some little an acetate piece that I have secured on 3 sides, so a picture can be put in here, or another flower or so. Another journaling card, the tuck spot, some decoupage work, another heart I put into this pocket, vintage lace, little picture, I believe is Mrs. Coggs. A little flower card. An altered piece of ephemera there. Pride and Prejudice paper. In the back, little pocket. Little note card. And this flips up. The other side of the note paper. A bag. I'm gonna put it back on that. Good for journaling. And the far back is the same as the front. I just put a little tuck spot in there. And that is the back. Well, thanks guys for watching. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Thanks.